Hi, Anthony Navarro here with Colorado Shooting Sports. We're going to be giving some of our future students some information on how to come prepared for your class. That way your experience is a lot funner and we get started on time. But the first thing is we do not allow any live rounds to come into the classroom. So no loaded magazines, no rounds in your pockets, no range bags that have ammunition inside of them. We're going to be doing a lot of dry fire work with guns in the classroom, and we'd rather not have any live ammunition in class. Next thing, we do want you to have, if you have your own gun, we want you to have your gun in the holster. We do want it empty. We want an empty mag well, but we do want it in the holster. And then we do want your empty mag pouches also in the magazine pouches. So again, no ammunition, all of your equipment on and ready to go. Another thing we'd like you to do is remember that in Colorado, the weather can change from hour to hour and be extremely hot or rainy or snowing, all within the same day. So make sure you bring 5 or 6 bottles of bottled water and be ready to be prepared for weather changes with different clothing as well. Another thing I'd like to talk about is the types of holsters that we do not allow. There's a lot of questions that come up when people show up with those really cheap nylon Uncle Mike type holsters. We don't allow those because, quite simply, the threading is so bad on them. The material that they're made out of is so poor. They just delaminate and eventually aiming at the user's leg. So they do delaminate, fall apart. And I see a lot of people with $1,900 pistols running a $9 holster, and that just doesn't make sense. Another one that's a big one that's a safety issue for us is the Serpa holster, and this is a copy that for some reason Sig Sauer decided to do. But basically this requires that you depress this button and that unlocks the pistol so you can get it out of your holster. The problem is there are dozens and dozens and dozens of documented negligent discharges where people have shot themselves in the leg with this type of holster, so we don't allow that. There is an exception. If you want to take a screwdriver or whatever you got and take this button completely off, then I'll allow you to bring that holster. You might break your holster in the process, but it's cheap and it's really not worth your time to buy one of those anyway. So I'd highly recommend staying away from the Serpa brand of holsters. If you'd like to buy a holster for your gun, if you don't have one, or if you need to buy magazine pouches, we have those here at the store. So I hope this has been useful for you. And remember, classes start at 8 o'clock, which means you need to be here at about 7:45, especially if you need rental equipment. Remember, it's not just your class, but everybody. You don't want everybody waiting on you if you're the one taking forever to get your gear on. Thank you very much, and have a good day.